Hello and welcome to Crouton Cracker Jacks. Today I'm going to show you how to make the most moist and delicious banana nut bread you will ever have. These are the ingredients that you'll need. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with my bananas here. I have got 3 medium bananas and I let these get ripe on the countertop until they got the nice little black speckles on them, and then I put them into the freezer. Putting them in the freezer and freezing them turns all that starch into delicious sugar and makes the sweetest banana bread you will ever have. Doing it this way is the way you want to do it. And after they were in the freezer for a few days, I let them thaw out, and you will see they are not very appetizing at all. They're very disgusting looking. You just want to cut the end off and squeeze the banana right out of the peel, and there'll be a lot of juice in there. You want to retain that juice and just kind of squirt this out into a bowl. Now, once I got those into a bowl, I'm just going to take a fork and mash these up until it is a puree. If you want to leave bigger chunks in your banana bread, you can go ahead and do that. I like mine rather smooth, so I'm going to make sure that this is pureed well. Now, to make up our batter, I've got a large bowl here, and I'm going to add in 1 stick of softened butter. You could also use margarine. Be sure and save that wrapper because we will use it later to grease our pan. I'm going to add in 1 cup of granulated sugar, and I'm going to mix these two together. And I'm just using this nifty little handheld egg beater thing that I got. I want to try it out, so decided to use it on this. But you can use whatever mixer that you have. If you want to use an electric mixer or stand mixer, go ahead and use that. And once I got that sugar and butter creamed together, I'm going to add in 2 large eggs to my bowl. And you want to mix those eggs into the butter and sugar mixture. And before you get going too far, you want to add in 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract. And then just go ahead and mix this all together using your beater, and then go ahead and set that off to the side, and then we can start working on our dry ingredients. Now, in a second bowl, I've got 1½ cups of all-purpose flour here. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, as well as ½ teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to mix these ingredients up together, make sure that baking soda and salt gets incorporated into the flour. And then I'm going to dump my dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. And I switched out to a spatula here because this batter gets kind of thick right here, and you just want to mix this up. Be sure and get all that flour incorporated nicely into the wet ingredients. And you can see here how, kind of stiff that batter is. And I'm going to add in ½ cup of sour cream. And this is going to keep our banana bread nice and moist and tender. Now, if you don't have sour cream or don't want to use it, use yogurt. That would be the best substitute for this, but it is best if you use sour cream. And then I'm going to take my 3 bananas that I pureed and dump that in. And I'm going to mix all these ingredients together until this is well combined. You want to make sure and scrape down the sides of the bowl. You don't have to be careful with this at all. If you want to get your mixer back out to mix this together, by all means, go ahead. And then once that all comes together, you want to add in a 2-ounce package of chopped English walnuts. You could also just leave them out if you wish, if you just want plain banana bread. You just want to mix those in and then set your batter off to the side. Now I've got a 9-inch by 5-inch loaf pan here. I'm using a metal one, and using our butter wrapper, I'm going to grease this pan. This is a nice little tip whenever you are making something with butter and it requires a greased pan. Just save the wrapper from that and use that to grease the pan. It's a lot easier, it's a lot neater. You don't have to get out the shortening or vegetable spray or anything like that. Just use what you have that you normally throw away anyway. And then you want to pour out your batter into your loaf pan. Now, if I didn't state before, this is a 9-inch by 5-inch loaf pan. It's just a regular size, normal sized loaf pan. And you want to scrape all that goodness out of the bowl into your loaf pan. And you want to even out this batter. And you want to bake this in a preheated 325-degree oven for between 60 and 75 minutes. Now, you're really going to have to watch it towards the end so it doesn't get too brown on top. If you need to, go ahead and put a piece of foil over the top so it doesn't brown. But you want to bake it until a toothpick or a knife inserted into the center comes out clean. And once it is done baking, go ahead and take it out and let it rest in the pan for about 10 minutes. And then use a knife and kind of release the sides from the pan. And then go ahead and turn that out. And from here, you can go ahead and slice up your banana bread and serve it however you wish. Now, I like to have it just the way it is, and then the next day I like to take some slices and make French toast out of it. There is nothing better than banana bread French toast. And there you guys go. That is how I make my banana bread from scratch. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more deliciousness, and to keep up to date on all my latest videos. If you'd like to follow me on Google+, Facebook, and or Pinterest, all the links will be down below. Thanks so much for watching, and happy cooking!